Hey guys, Leva here once again. I'm finally back on YouTube, well not for good, but sorry guys, I know it's been 3 weeks since I've done a video. Sorry, it's just been kind of busy with some things. Well, for starters, since I finished my set of reviews that year, the 2015 reviews, which is the last set of reviews I finished. Well, I've been wanting to do video game playthroughs, but I need to get my PS4 fixed, and it's been taking some time, y'all. So, I, of course, need to get money, so I've been working for a while. They've been limiting my hours at work, which sucks, but, I'm trying to save up money. I'm nearly almost up there to, either to pay to buy a new PS4 or to get it fixed, and I haven't done that yet. I also got a new phone. I still have my old one with me because I had to get this new one, and it affected my YouTube channel a little bit, So, yeah, you might see another me on Facebook, which is me. I put a picture on my old Facebook I had. I still have my new Facebook. It's just that it's been hard to get on my account and stuff on YouTube. I still have my YouTube channel up. It's just hard to get them into my old phone here, which I have plugged up right now. Yeah, like I said, I've been busy at work, but I've also been setting up thumbnails for my next set of reviews. So, like this is a Baby Yoda from The Mandalorian, which I haven't watched yet. I have not seen it yet, but I love Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda's cute. Cute picture of Baby Yoda. Sorry, I shut my fat ass stomach real close to the camera there, but sorry. But anyway, guys, I miss coming on YouTube, I miss being on here, and I wanted to do some reviews, so I wanted to continue doing some Scooby-Doo animated reviews. I want to review 3 movies. I reviewed Scooby-Doo movies. I reviewed the 3 live-action movies, Scooby-Doo 2002 movie, Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed, Scooby-Doo Mystery Begins, on my random reviews, and also the 2 animated Scooby-Doo movies. Oh, sorry, I just showed the movie. That was Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, 1998, and 1999. Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. Now 2000, I'm talking about the 2000 one. This is the 3rd Scooby-Doo animated, direct-to-video animated film, and that is the 2000 comic science mystery film, science fiction film, of course. Next is Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders, so welcome to my review of this movie. Yes. Get ready for close encounters of the Scooby kind. Oh yeah. Got some special features here. Out of the world bonus features, exclusive making of, special 10 trailers. You get some trailers for like other family films, which is pretty good to watch. Scooby Tips is something of mystery bios, and enchanted features for your DVD room. The making of a Scooby-Doo video game, which is a computer game they talk about, which really has not much to do with anything with this movie. This movie never had a video game. But like I said, we had Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island and Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost, and this is the 3rd Scooby-Doo animated film I'm reviewing, so let's get to it, shall we? Sorry. Scooby-Doo direct-to-video films began with Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island in 1988, and of course followed by Witch's Ghost in 1999. The first film had done so well. Those 2 movies, the Zombie Island, Witch's Ghost, those were much darker films. With this movie, though, they go back to making it more kid-friendly. I mean, it's still enjoyable for adults to watch if you're a Scooby-Doo fan. Yes, this is. I will say right now that this is a good movie. I do prefer those 2 movies, but this one is fun. Definitely a fun and enjoyable flick. So, still a good movie. The first films had done so well, the studio considered Scooby-Doo a temple property that would sell no matter what. Witch's Ghost had a troubled production, with studio executives insisting the team follow a script written by outside screenwriters and that the crew considered unnecessary, unsatisfactory. Unlike its predecessor, Alien Invaders was largely smooth-sailing production with little executive oversight. The film was written by Davis, Duell Lansable, with Glenn Lipid, and small elements. They, of course, did some drawings for the movie, for the characters, and added some CGI animation in there, of course. And like I said, it's the 3rd film of the direct-to-video animated films. also the last one to feature Mary Kay Bergman, may she rest in peace, as the voice of Daphne before her death on November 11th, 1999. The film was dedicated to her memory. Yeah, it's sad that, she passed. But anyway, the film stars the voice cast of Scott Innes as Scooby-Doo and Shaggy Rogers. Scott Innes, I think he did a voice for Shaggy on Scooby-Doo and Around also, which is Ghost. And the 2002 Scooby-Doo film, he voiced Scrappy-Doo. And he also did voice Shaggy again in Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. What about the TV shows? Any TV series? The video games, Scooby-Doo video game. So yeah, but he does a good job voicing both characters. Mary Kay Bergman, may she rest in peace, as Daphne Blake. I know she's part of other films and other voice work, like she did voice work for Beauty and the Beast, Rockadoodle, Rover Dangerfield, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, the Disney film, Hercules, Disney film, Batman, Mr. Freeze, Sub-Zero. She voiced Batgirl in that movie, in that animated film. Of course, in Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, in which his ghost is Daphne. And she did a voice for Toy Story 2, additional voices. Her last speaking voice that I can know of, I guess her final was after the Invaders, was Lady and the Tramp 2, Scamp's Adventure, and Balto 2, Wolf's Quest. So may she rest in peace. She seemed like a very nice lady. And she did a great job voicing Daphne. Frank Welker as Fred Jones. Yeah, I think he voiced Fred for a while. And Fred Jones is a good actor. B.J. Ward as Velma Dinkley. I think she might have done the voice for the other two films. And maybe she's done some more voices for Velma. Yeah, it's a long list. You have Jeff Bennett as Lester. You have Jennifer Hill as Dottie. You have Mark Hamill as Steve. Luke Skywalker himself does a voice in this movie. Of course, Mark Hamill as also the voice of the Joker from Batman the Animated Series. Also, he was in live action. He was, of course, the Trickster from the Flash 1990 TV show. And also from Star Wars as Luke Skywalker. Yeah, I know that, Star Wars fans. Kennedy Milo as Crystal and Amber. Kennedy Milo, which is two characters. Kevin Michael Richardson as Max. Wait. Kevin Michael Richardson? Let's see. Okay, he voiced the Joker in the Batman, the 2004 TV series, which is cool. And also Neil Ross as Sergio, and Audrey Rusky as Laura. Yeah. And the marketing for the film, I guess unlike the other two movies, Burger King did the help with the marketing for the film, as you had toys sold out for the movie. Like you had Alien Attack, Mr. Machine, Close Scooby-Doo, Frank Glowing Armor, Roll Around Alien, Scarred Chili. What the heck? Sorry. Scooby-Doo and the Shaggy's Alien Ship Adventure, Scrabble and Do, Speak and Do. Yeah, those are some of the toys done for the movie that I was talking about. Sorry if you can't see it well. There's also a YouTube video, so if you can check that out on YouTube. Great. Sorry. The film was directed by Jim Stinson, screenplays by David Stoll, stories by David Stoll and Glenn Leopard. It's based on Scooby-Doo, created by Joe Roby and Ken Spears. The music is by Lois Ferb. Also, you have some songs in here like the Scooby-Doo Are You song that is sung by the lovely, beautiful Jennifer Love Hewitt, who does the song for the movie, and that's, she's a beautiful actress. I know her from the movie I Know What You Did Last Summer and the sequel I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Yeah, I like those movies. yeah. But you also have songs, I think, like The Aliens Are Here, which is a very cool song. I do enjoy that. Maybe it's a bit dated in some areas, but it's still a good song to listen to. And, you know, groovy. Sorry. It says about Rock Details. It's distributed on One Home Video. It was released October 3rd, 2000. It's 73 minutes long. Well, even though on my DVD it says 71 minutes long, but I would say more like, yeah, I agree with the Wikipedia. It's more like 73 minutes long. But it's not a very long movie. So, the film received mixed to positive reviews. Gets an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. David Parson gave the film 3 out of 5 stars, saying, "The cartoon adventure is the best of its spate, featuring spin-offs from the much-loved TV series." Gave the film 3 stars, saying, "Those meddling kids encounter brief alien scares." Oh, sorry. Alright. Let's get to the plot synopsis of the film. I'm sorry. 11 minutes in. Okay, we're not doing too bad. Might as well tell you guys before we get into the review itself today. There will be spoilers if you have not seen Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders. There will be some spoilers. I'll put it in the description below. I'm sorry. I'll put it in the description below. If you guys want to check, in the description below that there will be spoilers. I'm sorry, I haven't been on YouTube for a while. I've been, been busy with work for a bit, so I'm sorry. Yesterday was a nervous day because the director of operations, the big boss man, was supposed to come in yesterday, and hopefully I didn't cross paths with him. So, but that was definitely nervous yesterday. But Scooby-Doo and the Invaders, like I said, there's going to be spoilers in this review. So if you have not seen the movie, please don't. Right now, 12 minutes in, okay, stop watching the video then please, and come back later and watch it. Because I don't want you to have to spoil it for yourself, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys. So please, just give you a warning. Okay, here we go. You stop the video watching if you haven't seen the movie. So, but then stay. And that's why. No, I'm just kidding. I can't tell what Scooby-Doo. Anyway, pretty much what the plot synopsis is about is that Scooby and the gang get stranded in a remote desert town that is full of neurotic people, UFO sightings, and strange going on. Upon investigation, they uncover a sinister plan. Oh, and by the way, Scooby-Doo and Shaggy fall in love in this movie. Yes, they fall in love in this film. And that's pretty much the plot synopsis of the film. I think I just gave, Alright, well, the plot synopsis, maybe I'll try to read from this other phone. Yeah, okay, it's at 100%. Alright. And if this phone turns off for some reason, I will just use my new phone, so I'm going to use my old phone right now, just to help me out. Alright, let's get into the film itself. So, sorry about that. Hope you guys can see me. Okay, sorry, I'm not trying to. Oh, great. I hope I didn't mess anything up. You guys see me, and I was a little blurry. I don't care. Anyway, the film opens up with these 3 people that we meet. I believe their name is Steve, Max, and Laura. Might be one of the characters' name. And of course, they work for the government. They're trying to, see alien life out there. They're trying to hear it as we get the opening titles of the movie. And then we see, of course, the Mystery Machine itself, and then Scooby and Shaggy, Shaggy driving the Mystery Machine. Damn it, I'm sorry about that. But Scooby and Shaggy, they end up making a wrong turn to a government property because they can't see where they're going. It's like, can you guys keep it down? We're tired. Like, sorry, we're hungry. We're 2 hours ago, as Fred says. And they're like, it's like a dust storm going on. They can't see a thing. And then the gang, of course, the radiator goes out, and the Mystery Machine, they decide to go back for help. There's like, Scooby and Shaggy, we have to walk in the desert, and Fred's like, well, I'm not carrying you. And how about me and Scooby stay here? It's like, that's very brave of you, Scooby. And then, so, I like the Scooby-Doo's impression of a rattlesnake, which is funny. But they say there's like, Shaggy, Scooby says to Shaggy, no, Shaggy says to Scooby, Scoob, I don't know what keeps the Scooby says, and he tries to get the Scooby says, oh, I'm gonna let, well, buddy, we'll share it. And this, of course, this jackalope rabbit that has antlers steals it, and they decide to go chase him. They chase him into this cave, and Scooby and Shaggy are saying, where is he going? And then, of course, they have finally you see the green aliens come up behind them. I don't know what's wrong with it. Sorry. They come up behind them, and Scooby and Shaggy, they of course, them, they're cowards, so they'll definitely run like hell for it, and which they do. And then you get the song, you see the radio sung by, Jennifer Love Hewitt. Sorry. And then, of course, they end up back there, like, and of course, Fred, Daphne, and Velma are at this restaurant, this town restaurant, and they're like, guys, what happened? We were chased by aliens. He's like, what? Yeah. She was like, aliens, and they're freaked out. And they're trying to tell them about the aliens. And of course, it's funny, when they see donuts, like, oh, it was so scary, it was so, donuts! And they try to eat donuts, and I'm like, okay. And then, of course, you meet this guy named Lester, who's cuckoo, kind of guy committing to be kidnapped by aliens, that they did experiments on him. When the gang talked to them, that the gang was like, I got pictures to prove it. And of course, when they go to Lester's house, because he lets them stay over, the gang stay over, he tells them, there's pictures of it. Well, I forgot to mention, when they were driving in the beginning of the movie, they saw like an alien ship, which, Fred just misses off with the alien ship that is right there that they see. But, Fred says it's probably just some kind of a jet or something, some kind of a plane that we're seeing. Lester tells the gang that he was taken up by aliens, and they did experiments on him, asked him all kinds of questions, like what he's doing there. He tells them the story how he got kidnapped, and even on the alien ship, they put these little dots on him, to question him. And then next thing he knows, he was back at his home, and of course letting him stay over. They said, oh, it's just paintings, but then, Daphne recognized one of the paintings what they saw. And he's like, I try to, like, Fred, did you ever tell the media about the media about your experiences? Oh yeah, plenty of times, but they don't believe me. And then it's funny said, Fred's like, I can't imagine why. But then they go off to bed. Shaggy and Scooby get to sleep on Lester's roof, and of course they get kidnapped by aliens themselves. They say, don't be furious or something. We're not going to hurt you, we just have questions after this experiment is done. And on the alien ship, the Scooby is able to push his button with his tail, and they're able to escape as he's, Shaggy's on the operating table. Scooby's like, there's running around with the alien, but now, anyway, Scooby and Shaggy, the aliens corner them, they can't go nowhere. They're like, into these experiments, Scooby and Shaggy pass out, and of course, the next thing you know, they meet these two girls, well, one's a boy, the female dog, this girl who's a 60s girl, basically, or hippie. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the town people, also say that they see strange lights and sounds at night. That's why they don't go out. Oh yeah, they meet the 60s hippie girl named Crystal and her golden retriever dog named Amber, who immediately Scooby and Shaggy fall in love with them. And the girl says, groovy. Shaggy's like, oh, they're both like in love. And of course they're love struck after they give them a ride back, and then of course, Shaggy and Scooby, this is the first time anything where they don't want nothing to eat. We always know Shaggy and Scooby love to eat, but when they say, no thanks, we don't have nothing, it's like, whoa. But, Shaggy has an imagination, and that song plays up of him and his mind, Crystal, and of course, don't forget Scooby-Doo, where they're imagining having a life with them, being married to her, and, groovy, groovy it'll be, and don't forget Scooby-Doo is a little fun song about Shaggy Kiss, because part of Shaggy's imagination, which is, like, really funny. Then, Scooby and Shaggy decided to dress very nicely. Shaggy doesn't have his hair, combs his hair down, tucks his shirt in. He's not using that one with that, but he's trying to look good for the girls. And, of course, Crystal and Amber come to pick him and Shaggy and Scooby up, so that they can, take a picture of the Jackalope rabbit, and show them where it was. And, of course, Scooby and Shaggy insist go ahead and go. They also meet these self people, I got the names right, Steve, Lord, and Max. Like I said, with the satellites, the search for alien life forms, they meet Max, who takes them for a tour to their government facility, and of course they do have MPs, MPs, military police, policemen watching them, keeping an eye on them and trying to keep away people from the site. Of course, they tell them, we've been doing this for how many years? We've been trying to look for intelligent life. But Velma notices something. She sees dried mud on 3 of their shoes, so she kind of finds out suspicious of them. Velma, she's the smart one. Always quick to get right on a clue. And Scooby and Shaggy, they end up going with Amber and Crystal to look for the Jackalope. At first, the Amber dog just is like, doesn't want to even talk to Scooby. But Scooby gives her a flower and she gives Scooby a kiss, and Scooby's like, oh yeah, boy. Scooby gets excited, so jump around, which is funny. Shaggy tries to give Crystal flowers, but of course, a spider goes in there and he freaks out. He's like, which is funny. They try to go in the cave where they saw the aliens at, but of course the MPA, the military police, come to stop them and tell them to get out, leave. But of course, she tells Shaggy, look Shaggy, Amber says, Crystal says, me and Amber, we're government agents, she's my assistant dog. I'm a government agent, working for the government, trying to figure out stuff about this place. Can you and Scooby help me out? And Shaggy Scooby because they're scared. They're like, please, beg them. And of course, I would get them to do it. I forgot to mention the gang also run to a mechanic named Buck, who was just he's really mean. He's like, I'll get to your basement later or something like that. Not basement. He's like, I'll get you your car later. Your Mr. Machine, sticks out there. Of course, it's a small town, so every town knows that the gang is stuck here. And of course, Lester comes to pick them up, and they go to in the desert. They go to this canyon where they see a seasonal river. They find out that it's dry, and start going to the cave to search for clues, because they see a van with them, van tracks, and they follow it. And I'm forgetting the most Scooby Shaggy, but like I said, when they spend time with Amber, then they try to flirt with them a little bit. But she kind of ends up annoying Shaggy. Crystal does. But there we get into the cave itself to search, and Scooby and Shaggy and Crystal and Amber, they end up finding gold, which is pretty cool. And they're like, we're going to be rich. There was and then they said, wait, guys, somebody's already been here. Oh, we're going to be. There was a chance for a bunch of Scooby snacks. And of course, and then aliens start chasing all 4 of them. And of course, as Fred and Dabney and Vilma are investigating, they start chasing them. The aliens do. And then that's some of the aliens that hear song playing, and they're running from them. Eventually, Fred, Daphne, and Velma get captured by the aliens. It's like, calm down, Earthlings, everything will be okay. And of course, Velma already knows that who it is behind the map, that like Steve, the trick is over. Spoiler alert, we find out that the Self crew, the Social Alien Life, is actually the ones behind it. So it is Steve, Max, and Laura. I said there'll be spoilers. It is Steve, Max, and Laura who are behind this. And they ask him, why? You're scientists. Why would you do this? You're a bad man scientist. Like, what? Really? You know about this? What? And they tell them that they came down here. Well, Max tells them that he was able to find a cave. They searched in the cave. What that time ago, they found the cave. Sorry. They found the cave. That they found this cave of gold. And instead of reporting it to the government like they should have done, they decided to keep it to themselves. And, started putting up the gold more, and of course they came up with this elaborate idea to dress up as aliens to scare people, and they were able to buy this helicopter to make it look like a alien spaceship. This time this guy's a mask, by the way, like I said, and they said that they're, that it's all set up, that there's no alien ship, it's just like a play set up there to trick people. It was on government land that this gold was found in the 1800s. Well, it was in the 1800s. It's been there since the 1800s, but they never dug it up, so eventually they found it. They also, the military police officers are fake, are from these two friends of theirs. They're just hired to. It's basically a movie set that they set up, so it's all a setup just to keep people away and keep them scared so they can keep all this gold for themselves. Well, Shaggy and Scooby and Crystal and Amber, they also run from the aliens. After the things they found down the hill, the military police officers follow them. They're going to try to attack them. Scooby and Shaggy are like, they don't want the girls to get hurt, but again, they're cowards, so they're like, we're gonna fight you, we'll get you, and we'll get you, scared to death. Scooby's like, trying to grab it, but he's just scared to death. This was funny. And another spoiler, Amber and Crystal are aliens. Yes, they are real, actually, aliens in the movie, and that is Crystal and Amber. And because they have this necklace, they turn the necklace on, and, behind them, and then, of course, the military police get scared. Then after that, Steve, who's the leader of the Self crew, Social Alien Life crew, decides to finally just kill Daphne, Vilma, and Fred. And he's like, "Whoa, Daphne, whoa, Vilma, that'll be your last clue to find out." And they're going to kill him, but then of course the military police officer was like, "Aliens, we're aliens," and of course it was like, and then when Amber and Scooby and them show up, it's like, whoa, it's fake, It's like, maybe it's a trick. They try to get them again, but of course they dress up as aliens again to chase them away. They chase also Max away, who Amber, as her alien form, is able to tie them up. And then, of course, Steve and Laura see this, and Steve's thinking, "Wow, we're aliens. Forget the gold. We can make a ton of money for this." They try to capture them and hurt them. They nearly, Amber protects Crystal and of course, they're in their alien forms. She's trying to, as Steve is attacking with the bulldozer, and she's trying her best. And of course, Scooby and Shaggy, they're asking for help. Scooby and Shaggy are scared of them, but Scooby and Shaggy decide to help Amber and Crystal, and they end up saving the day. They end up, knocking Steve's bulldozer down with their bulldozer. Scooby and Shaggy are able to catch the bad guys, and so is Fred and Daphne by tying them up in net. It's like, mystery solved. Crystal and Amber tell them that they're actually aliens from a planet that's 20 light years away. They disguise themselves as hippies, basically from watching TV from the 60s. That she says, we are government agents. Crystal says, I am a government agent. It's not from this planet. We were investigating strange alien activities on this planet. And she's like, Crystal and Amber are like, we're sorry, Shaggy. Skippy, we have to go. Long distance relationships just don't work out. I'm looking for someone too, but that won't work. And the planet she does like Shaggy, but because they're different species, it might not work out. but they give them a heartwarming goodbye, and Scooby and Shaggy, see them in the alien form, and you see them, of course, turn the alien form and go on their spaceship and go home, and Scooby and Shaggy are heartbroken. But after the gang after Steve, Law, and Max are arrested, they said, well, we saw real aliens, real aliens that can make us famous. And, of course, Lester runs his mouth that he has pictures of them. He's like, pictures of aliens. Like, because the government, the FBI agent, government agents, come with me, I got pictures of them. And, of course, the bad guys think, well, when they're in the jail, when they're sitting in the back of the police truck, and they're like, well, we're going to be rich, we're going to be famous. And then, of course, I have to leave Scooby and Fred, Daphne, and Film are laughing. He's like, they're not going to become famous because, Lester just has paintings of what the fake aliens look like. So it was them that they had pictures of, and that's what they were laughing about. It was like, you ain't going to be famous, you're just going to be in jail. But they're like, oh, poor guys, Scooby and Shaggy just looking up at the sky, depressed, just looking up there. They're like, come on, guys, let's go. It was like, guys, you'll be okay, you get over it, you'll be alright. Because this one take a long time. But, of course, Velma's like, well, I left in a box of Scooby snacks. And they jump in there, and then they start to jump on and eat the Scooby snacks, which is funny. And it's like, yep, you guys are back. And then the gang drives off at the end. I forgot to mention, though, that the mechanic Buck also is be selfish, but you find that he's like a big teddy bear, pretty much, because he loves, we found out that he loves flowers. So, he's just totally going to keep it secret, and they're like, okay. And they do, and then when they, after Scooby and Shaggy eat the Scooby snacks and back to themselves, the gang just decided to go and leave town. They leave the town at the end, forgetting about their souls, and then that's the end of the movie. The end credits roll, and the post-credits scene, you have Scooby-Doo dressed up as an alien, as the alien here, scaring you on the screen, just, and then, taking his mask off, doing that laugh. And then that's the ending of the movie. That's Scooby-Doo and the Invaders. See? Not a very long review, not a very long movie. Yeah. What if I read some quotes? Hold on. I should have this up for, sorry. What happened? I got a blast from something. Yeah, you're right. It's over 120 in the meter. I don't hear it anymore. Scooby, Shaggy, those areas are Crystal and Amber. Huh? What are you talking about? Look at them. Shaggy, help! Yeah, those are the girls. Those are the clowns that can't help you. Amber, if you rig themselves back and aliens to change back, have another confession. Like, I know you're not a government agent. Well, actually, we are, but not from Earth. We're here to send a world to investigate signals from your planet. Transmitted from the South Station. Zoinks, you can talk? Yes, quite well. As well, if I understand this, Amber the dog can talk in this movie. Like, dig that, Scoob. A talking dog. Wow! Imagine that, Fred says. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the scene where when they're driving Lester's truck and Fred's in the back, got some paint on him and stuff, which is funny. Hey, you guys okay? We're just completely short, that's all. We're short. Oh, I know, but you'll get over it. Yeah, but it's gonna take a long, long time. Oh guys, you missed one. And then we're Scooby and Shaggy light up, lead up to the mystery and get it. Hey, like, that's mine. It's mine. It's mine. To Fred and Daphne last time in the movie. Well, that didn't take long. Yeah. But that's all the quotes I can read for you guys. So, pretty much to sum up my opinion of the movie, real quick. Alright, Scooby-Doo. I'm so sorry, guys, for the... Yeah, I'm sorry for the audio as always, and I'm sorry for the... Yeah, I hate this quality right now, but it's all I got, so please bear with me. But Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders, fun movie, really good film. I definitely recommend checking it out if you're a Scooby-Doo fan. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought the story was good. I like the whole thing that the gang has to face aliens in this movie, which was fun. I thought that was a cool idea, and I like the idea of Scooby and Shaggy falling in love. I thought that was interesting. For them to do that. So good story. The voice cast is great. The directing and writing, I think, is really good. It's fun that they, didn't keep it a dark tone. I guess you couldn't keep it a dark tone for too long because eventually parents will have complained at some point probably, and they will have some complaints, the studio and from parents. Because I did see this movie as a kid as well. But, on Zombie Island and Witch's Ghost, that scared me as a kid. But this movie, no. I would definitely say, if you want your kids to watch a Scooby-Doo animated film that won't probably particularly scare them, it might be Scooby-Doo and Invaders. I would recommend that. It is enjoyable film for adults. Like I said, the directing and writing is good. The voice cast, Mary Kay Bergman, I'm going to say rest in peace. She seemed like a very nice lady, and she did a lot of voices over the year, and it's sad that she passed away. I just want to see, how did she pass? She suffered from jealous anxiety disorder. She hid it from her family and friends and co-stars when her mother was diagnosed with, so she had cancer. So she had job-related stress. Oh my God! Wow, oh my God! I'm sorry. Wow, she committed suicide. Oh my God. It says on the morning of November 11th, 1999, Bergman contributed to a radio program celebrating Disney's 40th anniversary. She was last seen alive at 9 p.m. PST while she was talking to her friend on the phone, approximately an hour and 20 minutes. Later, her husband and his friend, John Bill, returned home to find that she had fatally shot herself. Literally, this is serious, She shot herself with a 12-gauge shot. Oh my God. A police officer announced her death. Wow, I'm sorry. This is a tribute video too, then. That's just sad. Wow. Mary Kay Bergman, you were great, as it was Daphne. I just want to say, rest in peace to this sweet lady. Poor lady was suffering, I guess, had some disorders, and she seemed like a very nice, sweet lady, thank you for the voices you did for us, all the characters you voices, and thank you for voicing Daphne. You were spot on as Daphne Blake. I think she did a great job. It's just, wow, it makes me want to cry that she shot herself with a shot. Sorry if I'm getting emotional, but that's just like, wow. I didn't even know that, I'm sorry. It's just sad, I'm like, wow. Of course, her friend Gary DeLuise inherited the role of Daphne Blake. She was just the sweetest, most wonderful person in the world, and then she killed herself. Her and her husband came and stayed with me at my house because he said, I can't stay over that, it's too painful. About a week later, they asked me to audition for Daphne, and I didn't know what to do because I thought, gosh, I just don't know if I can do that, I told them. They asked me to audition, but I'm not going to audition because it's just weird. It's just sad. But again, this video is for Mary Kay Bergman. Rest in peace, Mary Kay Bergman. Sorry if the picture isn't showing up well. Yeah, it's just sad. Wow. Wow. But rest in peace. She died at 38 years old. Wow, 38 years old. I'm like, that's sad. Yeah, I don't know what the disorder is. I guess that it was some kind of depression she was going through, or she couldn't deal with it. And it just seems a little sad that she didn't tell nobody. She didn't tell her friends, her family, her co-stars. When you're going through a depression, you should tell somebody before it's too late like this. Any of you, if you're depressed out there, get help, because this is what could happen. It gets worse when you don't tell. When you don't tell sometimes, this is what could happen. So, but anyway, I'm sorry, it's just shocking to read that. I'm really shocked and heartbroken to read that. Yeah, she was a nice lady. I'm like, wow. But anyway, the music, let's get back to the movie, shall we? Sorry, the news just kind of depressed me. I don't think I knew that. I mean, I know she passed away, but I don't know what of. I didn't know this, for real, I didn't. Sorry. But anyway, like I said, the movie has a good story. The characters, Scott Adams, Mary Kay Bergman, BJ Ward, Mark Hamill, he's great in the voice in here too. The music score is great. I love Jennifer Love Hewitt's song of Scooby-Doo, where her version is great. I like the other Ray Cyrus too, but I think I prefer hers, but that's just me. Yeah. I like, the Aliens Are Here song, that was a fun song. Like I said, it's a bit dated in little areas. But I do like the song Groovy, which is fun to listen to. Scooby and Shaggy are always funny. It just can't be a Scooby-Doo movie without them. Of course not. The animation is good. Sometimes the CGI animation that they put in here, I think it holds up pretty well in my opinion, the CGI animation. The film is 73 minutes long, so it's like, what? Sorry. The movie's only 1 hour and 20 minutes, so, it's not that long of a film. The pacing is very good. So, it's not going to kill you to sit down for 1 hour and 21 minutes and watch this movie. You'll be entertained. It does have a good story, but like I said, I did make some spoilers about Steve and Max and being the bad guys, and of course the military police officers being fake, and also the spoiler of, what's her name? Of Crystal and Amber being aliens, so... But I thought that was a good plot for Scooby and Shaggy to fall in love, and he felt sorry for them toward the end of the movie. But of course, everything will go back to normal. But that was interesting that they added that story in. The voice animation is great. The CGI animation, when it's there, it's really good. The pacing is really good. And it's a fun movie. The humor works. The aliens in the film do look actually like real aliens, and the aliens do look scary in the movie. I really won't scare you, but, it's a fun movie. It's an enjoyable film. So, I'm glad they kind of continue with the other Scooby-Doo movies. But, anyway, guys, I don't know, any problems I have with the movie? Any issues I have with Scooby-Doo movies? Well, like I said, I think Once Upon a Island, Witch's Ghost is better, but that's just my opinion. But I still enjoy this movie. It's still a good movie. Any issues? I can't think of any. I don't think I have any issues with this movie. Just with that song, maybe, the aliens are right there. I mean, it's a good song, like it's a bit dated, but it's more of like a minor issue. I don't really think I have too much issues with this movie. Okay, maybe I'll admit the villains aren't the best in the movie. Like, I think the first two, Witch's Ghost and the On Zombie Island have better villains, in my opinion. Because you have, Simone and I forget the other girl's name. You have better villains than that, more scarier villains. And also in Witch's Ghost, you have Sarah the Ghost, who's very scary, and of course Ben, voiced by the great Tim Curry. I think those are better villains. One thing I'll say, maybe just the villains are a bit weak. I understand their motives, but they're just not the strongest villains. And I think it was just, in my opinion, that was a little too easy. But really, you gotta make these guys the villains. I think it should have been somebody else. I think it would be interesting if Lester was the villain, but that's just my opinion. Or somebody, well, not Lester, but maybe just somebody else. Because, like Sergey, the manager, is like, I wonder what these guys are doing in town. He's like looking at them suspiciously. Like, what if he was the bad guy? I mean, not that I'm saying that the villains were good, but I thought the villains were a bit weak in here. Their plot's good, but the villains themselves, I don't think they're the strongest. So, yeah, I think that's my issue with them. And they're not very memorable as the other villains in the first two, Amazonic Island and Witch's Ghost, but that's just my personal opinion. But despite that, I still love this movie. Good story, good plot, good CGI animation. I think I narrowed it down pretty much. The Scooby-Doo Invaders, my rating for this film, because of my one issue with it, I'm still going to give my rating for this film is 4 to 5 stars. Yes, 4 to 5 stars, which means it's a good movie. Just got that one problem, but still, it's a great movie, good film. Just my one issue I have with it. But Scooby-Doo Invaders, I'll give it a thumbs up. Alright guys, and thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I don't know if I'll do another review today. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know. Well, tomorrow's my mom's birthday is this weekend on Sunday, so I might not be doing another video today. Maybe. It's only 11:09. But I'm not really sure if I will do a video, but but I hope you enjoyed my review of Scooby-Doo and Invaders. Tell me guys, what do you think of this movie down below in the comments, in the section, if you've been watching this whole review. What do you think of this movie? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comments down below. And what is your favorite Scooby-Doo animated film? Just curious. Alright guys, well, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time, which I don't know when, but the next Scooby-Doo review. I have that over there on DVD. Hopefully the next one. The next Scooby-Doo animated film that I want to review will be Scooby-Doo. Will be Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. Yes, that's what I'm planning to review next. Don't know when though, but that's next. And guys, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders? And thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Oh my gosh. Never mind. Thanks for watching. I thought I saw the alien there for a second, but no, I'm kidding. I'm alright. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm just being silly. But thanks for watching. Bye-bye.